Greetings and welcome to the 7th episode of Artistic Chaos. Today we are not going to create anything, nor am I going to show you anything I did. Today we are going to review the work of another artist. He goes by the name Katane Indastone. I think I butchered the name, but I think it's a play on words, as in Katana in the stone. Unless I'm completely wrong and making a fool out of myself, I'm just going to keep calling you Katane. I know your name is on the cover page, but still, I'm going to stick with that. The comic, of course, is Firethorn. The name itself is badass, so in for a ride. So first off, what we're going to do is I'm going to go through the chapter and just show you some pages so you can get some context on it. And then I'm going to give you my feedback. Before I say anything, this is just my personal opinion. These are not facts. You need not comply to everything I say, and you please do not take anything I say to heart. I'm just expressing my thoughts, my honest opinions. Hopefully this might help you. So, let's start off the chapter. So the chapter starts off with an establishing shot of what I'm guessing is a mountainous area. I see coughing. So I see Master, take the elixir. Yeah, it's read from right to left instead of left to right. It's a manga. It goes from right to left. Remember that. I think it's a master-student pair. So Master is dying, so now it's too late for that. But he'll die. Idiot. Listen, there's only one way to save me. What is it, Master? Take the time traveler. Go back in time and find the Armageddon enchant. Okay. I'll save the feedback for later, so it's coming. It's coming, alright. Okay, it's the only way. Okay, Master. And then I'm sensing a title drop. There we go. Okay, chapter 000. Oh, so you're expecting to go for the triple digit numbers. Ambitious. I commend you. Okay, a sudden beginning. Cool. Okay, that's the same thing as the profile picture, I think. It's Facebook profile picture. Okay. Okay, I'm guessing this is... Honestly, I can't get what's going on in this panel. Okay, so splash. So that's a reflection. That's person's running. Another person notices that and... Plate. Hand and slunk. What's wrong? Didn't think I'd catch it like that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Could use some work. I'll get to that later after the chapter. Don't worry. Okay, so I'm guessing this is a 2-page spread. By the way the pages are arranged, I'm guessing this is a 2-page spread. You can see both pages together. That's pretty cool. Seems like you underestimated me. Saber tooth. Okay. Okay. Cool. I knew that you'd stop it, but I didn't think you'd do it like that. It's the same thing, right? Okay. Katane. Oh, okay. You are in the manga as well. Okay. I'm guessing those are thorns. Fire. Okay. You do know that it means the same thing, right? Whatever, it's fine. Don't you think a little bit... Okay, feedback. Later. I get the feedback later. Okay. Deadly. Did that guy just let go of his sword so he can just pull it out? I mean, if a guy is holding the sword, you can just slice his hand off. Right? Just twist it and just... Gladly, put it out. Come. Okay. Advanced flame. I'm guessing he's rubbing the blood from his wound? I can't really tell. Advanced flame. This is not your ordinary flame. It's this advanced flame. You're dead. I'm pretty sure the guy's still standing, so either he's a zombie or he's not really dead. Okay. Oh, okay, you're gonna go with the same cliched anime, like attacking from behind thing. I'm not sure what the chuck sound implies. Wait, that's a shield? Did he have a shield before? I'm only seeing a sword and weird things. Shield. Okay, out of nowhere. Crunch. I'm guessing those are shurikens, are they? Oh no, he's hitting the guy. Okay, these are motion lines and he's been fine. Okay. He's punching the guy and these symbols is kind of confusing. Like, he can punch. Yeah, that's one hell of a punch. Wham! No. Crash! Okay. What's that? Well, are you ready to give up now? You hit the guy once. Do you really think he would give up? This is anime. Manga. Shonen manga. When has anyone ever surrendered from one strike? Okay. Never in my life. Okay, that's pretty cool. Except for some issues, but it's pretty cool. Although it's a little bit okay. Feedback later. Initiate. Chocolate bars? Oh no. Thorn cloak. Although those don't look much like thorns, they look like scales. Okay. Pierce. Flame suit. Incinerate. Okay. Let's end this. It just started. Are you kidding me? Okay. Oh, they're punching. Okay. I like the brief pause before the. Eh? Clash between fire and thorn causes. The clash between fire and thorn causes an explosion. Firethorn chapter 000 end. Is that a freaking nuke? You were in the nuke territory in the 0th chapter, okay? I can only imagine the 10th or 20th chapter. And that's the end of the chapter. So, let's start off with the review, shall we? First off, I really suggest uploading your comic to a different site other than Facebook. Keep it in Facebook, it's easy to share and get a good following, especially in Sri Lanka. Okay, the comic reading population is really low. So, Facebook is a really good way to get attention and stuff. But if you upload your comic into a website dedicated to comics or art in general, that adds a little bit of a validity to your work. I suggest Tapastic or ISSUU. I don't know how to pronounce that. That's where I got my Rainadone one. The best option is to have your own site. Get some free hosting. If you're filthy rich, get your own domain. If you can make your own website, it's really easy. You don't have to do the HTML coding by yourself. There are plenty of tools that allow you to make your own website easily. Do that if you are serious about presenting your comic to a wide audience. Okay, so when you look at the Facebook page, the first thing I clicked on was the profile picture, and the profile picture is the same size as the thumbnail. Now, I wanted to see more details in the picture, but sadly I can only see the title clearly. The other things. So I suggest adding a good quality picture for the profile picture, because odds are the first thing people would click on is the profile picture. I suggest using a digital tool to do the paneling. If you really really want to do the paneling by hand, make sure you have set squares and plenty of tools to allow you to draw proper parallel lines and get the 90-degree angle correctly, unless you want to have slanted panels. When you're drawing, just separate each panel by a single line. You don't leave the gap. You can see there, don't leave the gap, because once you draw on that, you can't change it. Because if you can do it digitally, you can change whatever the hell you want, the line thickness or anything. You just need to scan the page and get it into your desktop. Do the paneling digitally. It's easier and safer and looks better. Okay, so first panel, you see you have the establishing shot. You see the cave entrance. Then you immediately switch to the hands. I feel that it's a little bit rushed. So I really suggest, if I were you, I would just show the cave opening in the first one in the distance. Have you? I don't see the cave entrance there in the first one, so maybe I'm not seeing it. Zoom in on that, and the next instance you can show the inside of the cave, like two silhouettes, two characters. You only see the shadow with the dim light. Maybe someone in the dying bed, and the other person is standing over them. Master, he's dying. Like that. Then you can have the entire conversation in the shadows. You don't need to zoom in on things and stuff. Oh, and moving on to the naming, I really suggest putting a little bit more effort into the names. The Time Traveler. The Armageddon enchantment. Those, while it sounds, intense, those are severely overused. If you want to have an exotic feeling to it, I suggest just using the same thing and putting it in Google Translate and trying something German or French or Latin. You can get some pretty epic sounding names like that. Or just use a common thing, like in Harry Potter they use Time Turner. I think that's what it's called. I haven't read the books in 10 years or so. Look at that. And the Armageddon enchantment. Oh my god, Armageddon is in every apocalyptic story ever. Don't use that word often, because it's chances are, if anyone is exposed to the English language, they have heard it. Okay, master. Okay, this page is a little bit controversial because it's an entire page. It only has 2 words. You could have just, when I said it feels a little bit rushed, you can extend this entire scene into the next page as well. Use the final chapter, the final panel for the OK Master part. Waste of space. You could have added, I don't know, 2 or 3 more panels for this, or 4 if you push it. And we have the title drop. The title drop, I really suggest doing the title digitally as well, because you can clearly see the thorn part being squashed to the side. I'm guessing this is the only picture you have the title, because that's what you use for the profile picture, your profile picture, the Facebook profile picture, and the cover page of the chapter 0. I suggest drawing the chapter, the comic title separately or doing it digitally. Because if you do it digitally, you can have a uniform font size for each letter, and the squashed feeling would not be there. It's always safer and much more versatile than drawing by hand. Only do it by hand if it has something unique that you can't imitate in the digital medium. And you really should work on your anatomy regarding the arms and stuff, because it looks too thin. They have twig limbs. Pay a little bit more attention to the anatomy, the proportions, body proportions, and how the arm is located. It's not bad, but and the trees, you should work on the trees as well. The branches have a lot more detail than that. If you draw it properly, a tree could look really, really badass. Work on it a little bit and you'll be fine. And the first one, I'm guessing that's water. It's a reflection of something. because I can see the splash in the next panel. So if it is water, do not use that shading pattern for water because that gives the impression that it's grass. Water should be smooth or it ripples. Even here I feel like it's a little bit rushed. I feel like this whole scene, you're rushing the scenes. I feel like going straight to the a point in the story. You can just the reader has no idea what's going on. It's fine if you do it in the first opening scene. You can build the anticipation. Like, oh, what's this? What's going to happen later on? You can't do that in the same chapter in the 2 consecutive scenes. You see the Armageddon enchantment and the time turner, and then the next scene you see is just. Okay, seems like you underestimated me. When in dialogues, refrain from using the word underestimate, friend, or overused cliche lines from anime protagonists. You've underestimated me. I'm doing this for my friends. I feel like you've been influenced by manga a little bit too much. That you've drawn inspiration from them little bit too much. So Sabretooth again with the arms and the anatomy feels a little bit off especially with the fist. And talking about the characters' appearances, character designing, there is t-shirts and jeans. Chapter 0, guy, you need to catch the attention of people. I really suggest, since you're going all out with the powers and stuff, I really suggest that you can't change what you've already drawn, but I can give some tips to do the next chapter better. It's fine because maybe it's set in the modern day. You can't go around wearing cloaks or anything, so maybe add a little bit more, character to the characters. Some unique features in their clothing. This black hair is, anime black hair. Hey, did he just let go of the sword? I mean, as a good, powerful weapon against a person, especially an unarmed person. Just stab him. It's in the hand. Just let go. Even if he catches the thing, you can just twist it or push it forward, do something. You just don't let go of the sword. Okay, the guy just pulls it out and maybe he breaks it. I don't know. Okay, come. I really think you could have done a little bit more than that, Okay, so you're dead. Advanced Flame, again with the naming, man. Advanced Flame. Just add a little bit more creativity to the naming things. Advanced Flame, Super Flame, Ultra Flame, Amazing, Super Ultra Flame. Well, step outside of that boundary and give it something, maybe some things related to a salamander or phoenix or dragon. Alright, maybe you chose a different path because, salamander is obvious. This is my opinion. You can go about doing anything you want, but that's just my opinion. And the shield is just instantaneous. You can conjure up shields like. Maybe it's one of his powers. I don't know. Okay, that pose. Again, anatomy and body proportions aside, you need to work on the dynamic poses and stuff. Earlier, the first time I saw this, I thought the guy's throwing shurikens like because the hand, because I see him like this, like I thought like he's doing that. Yeah, I think he's doing a punch. That does not look like a punch to me. It's a little bit confusing, but the motion lines is pretty good. I agree with that. It gives the illusion that he's moving. Okay, well, are you ready to give up now? Okay, never in my life. That scene looks like it should be in the end of the fight that dragged on to like 4 chapters or something. It's just 4 pages, 5 pages. It's too early. You're rushing things, man. That's what I'm feeling. Initiate. And that while the concept is cool, that does not look like thorns to me. That looks like chocolate pieces. Slithering up his arms and stuff. The Zora armor, the cloak is pretty good, but the design looks like a hoodie made of scales. A patchwork. That's what it looks like to me. But I can see the spikes coming out. It's pretty good, but thorns really not getting that feel, man. I suggest getting some ideas from when you need the thorn texture things. Get inspiration from Helsing. At the end of the series, you can see a character called Alexander Anderson, depending on how you pronounce it, turns into a holy beast that's composed of thorns, literal thorns coming out of his body. If you want some inspiration or reference, I suggest looking that up. You can see the thorns jutting out from every single pore in his body. So, yeah. And flame suit, thorn cloak. You can do a lot better when it comes to names, man. Just saying, you can do a lot better. Thorn cloak and flame suit. The fire armor is pretty much overused, but can do something more than that. Just don't go with the generic terms. It'll be boring. Now, the common thing with Thorn is that it reflects the damage is done upon it, because you hurt yourself by grabbing or punching thorns. That's what thorns is, even in MMORPGs. I feel like you're using this as a shell. Like scales and stuff. Thorns, it's not just defense, it's just reflecting the damage done upon you. That's what I feel anyway. Feels straight. And you see, let's end this again. I feel like it should be at the end of a fight that's dragged on to like 5 chapters or so. It's rushed. And again, that punch looks like a high five. Really should work on the poses. You don't reach out and do that and you punch something, Okay, I like the brief incident of frozen time there. Like, his questioning is like, and then you see the boom. Could get some more details for the whole explosion and stuff. You don't see any of the the foreground. You could add some trees, maybe. You could just add the trees and show the trees being blown away, like the leaves coming out, and you can see in another layer, you can see the geyser of energy. And then thorns don't explode, at least not the generic thorns. Just a fire would just incinerate the thorns, unless these thorns are enchanted. And I also feel like it's a little too big for the 0th chapter. Maybe you start off in a point in time a lot behind this point, but I mean, if you start off with the bank, where are you going to go from there? Progression, character growth. If you start off with this, it's pretty hard to top that. So I suggest starting off with something a little toned down, then moving up. So when you move on to the next one, you could start off with a point where those two aren't as strong as that, or I'm really confident that you can top this in the 50th chapter. I mean, you have 3 digits in your cover page. I'm guessing you're planning on going for the 100 to 200 stuff. So when you go there, you need to be in a separate level than the one you started from. So yeah, it's not really that bad. I mean, apart from some issues with the art quality and stuff, it was entertaining. I mean, Thorn Cloak, I haven't seen that before. I don't read many manga or comics. That was a little bit new to me. And I get the manga vibe from it when I read it. Like, the clash between fire and thorn causes an explosion. Classic manga pages. I get that feel. If you were going for that, congratulations. So yeah, that's the end of the chapter. So yeah, I won't give you a numeric value, but in my opinion, it's entertaining. It's pretty good, but you could use a lot more work to give out a proper quality work. If you have a computer, that's all you need. You don't need a drawing pad. Hell, you don't even need a scanner. If you can get your things scanned by someone, a friend, or just go to a communication and just scan it. That's all you need. Again, these are just my opinions. Please do not take this to heart. Use what I said to help you in the future. Don't be discouraged. You have potential. Just fix all the errors you have, and you can go very far. I commend you for actually doing this. Keeping at it, drawing and making a comic, this is a pretty big deal, at least for me. So keep at it. Good luck. I expect to see the second chapter, or rather, it's the first chapter, since it's the 0th one. First chapter very soon. I will happily review that as well when I get the chance. So until then, this is it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.